friends. Welcome to Leave Me Alone. I'm working on it.
Hey, friends. Always just trying to find a position that works for the episode. I can't get comfortable.
The
Pregnancy
joys
101
of
problems.
having a human being inside of you.
My lower back is screaming. It's like, why are you doing this to me? And I'm like, girl, me and you both. He's doing it to us. This is not a me problem.
Yeah, girl. But look, you're so close. You're almost there. Almost there
Mhm.
will be a human in the world
The
that
next
is
time
yours.
someone says to me, "You're so close, you're almost there," I'm a bitch slap someone.
Oh,
Nobody say that to me.
okay. Not me trying to be encouraging.
That is not
Getting a bitch
encouraging.
slap.
It is. You know what? It's just not encouraging. Just
Yeah.
let me bitch and moan and just be like, "I'm so
Okay.
sorry, friend," and let's keep it pushing. Because they're like, "Oh, you're so close. You're almost there." And I'm like, "That makes zero difference." in
Got
the
it. It does not help me in
It
this
does not
moment
help
right
me
now.
in this moment. And
Got
actually,
it.
the closer we
Got
get
it.
to it, presumably the worse it gets. So you're so close. It's like, yeah, I'm about to get rocked even more. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm with you.
I'm just touchy.
I'm
This
with
is a
you.
me
No, no,
problem.
no. Look, feedback is a gift, is what I always say. So feedback taken. I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, friend, that sucks.
There we go. That's the response I'm looking for. I don't think I've ever in my life wanted as much empathy as I've wanted the last couple of months. I'm just like, somebody tell me it's going to be okay. Somebody
It's
tell me
gonna
I'm so
be okay.
sorry that you're going through this. I mean, it is a joyful thing, but the joy comes with a lot of aches and pains. I'm not going to lie. Like I say, when we arrive at these episodes, it's either it's about to be a good time or some chaos, or Cassie's just gonna rock my whole life. And it's gonna be therapy. So
Well, I feel like this episode is gonna be a bit of therapy. So, well, it was therapy for me in coming up with it. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you can think about it for a moment, and then I would definitely like your answer. Um, do you think that you are the main character in your own story?
um yeah, but sometimes I don't act like it.
Tell me more. Say more words.
Say more words.
Say more
Um,
words. Say more things.
because I'm like, am I the main character or am I the author?
Ooh la la.
Like, am
Hold
I?
up.
That's where
Am I
I'm
the
stuck.
author?
Am I writing my own story, or is somebody writing my story and am I just acting in it?
I feel like we've gotten philosophical.
I don't know.
Okay.
You asked
And
me a question.
that's a chat for another day.
You asked
What
me
I'm
a
trying to
question.
get at is, are you living your life day to day like you are the main character in your story? Because and maybe I asked the question wrong. The truth is, or you are the main character in your story, but are you acting like
And
it?
that's why I'm like, as I said, my first
Are
answer
you
was
living
sometimes
it?
I don't act like it because I kind
Mm.
of do like to take a back seat sometimes,
Mm, 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 mm,
and
mm.
I'm very good at it, taking a back seat and allowing other people to shine, or allowing other people the
You
space
are good at this. Yeah.
to to be
It's
whoever
true.
they
You're
want to
wrong.
be in my own story. Sometimes
Mm,
it's a good thing, but a lot of the time it has gotten me in trouble because I'm not
mm.
making decisions for Ore. I'm not making decisions for me. I'm not making decisions for the life that I'm choosing to live. I'm making decisions so that I don't upset someone, or I'm making decisions so that I don't make someone else feel uncomfortable, or
Mm.
I'm prioritizing their thoughts and feelings and lived experiences over my own, which often means that I will be in an uncomfortable position. I will
Yeah.
compromise on myself just so that someone else can be okay. So no, sometimes
Mm,
I don't bring the main character energy to my own story,
mm, mm,
and I
mm, mm.
don't think it's a good thing. But here's where I'm a bit stuck, Cass,
Tell me more.
because I'm
I'm here to
like,
listen.
if you live
I'm the
your whole
therapist in this episode.
If you live your whole life focusing on me, isn't that also a bad thing?
A good question, but is being the main character in your life making it all about you? Or is being the main character in your life living your life in a way that is fulfilling to you, that is honoring to you? Because for me, I think how you've initially described it makes a lot of sense to me. Well, in terms of how I was thinking about it, but is that there's being the main character and then there's being the side character. Think about any rom-com,
Mm.
okay? There's the main hun and then there's the best friend.
Mhm.
There's always the best friend. She's supportive, she's there, she makes you laugh, she's there to make you feel better when you're sad and hug you when you cry and feed you
Mm.
ice cream when you need ice cream. But like, do we ever hear anything about her? Do we know anything about her life? Do
Except
we
when
know
there's
anything
gonna be a
about
book 2 and the book 2 is gonna be about her, then we get to know a little bit in book 1.
fair? Very, very fair. But I'm talking like early 2000s rom-coms. Do you know what I mean?
No,
The
I
Jennifer
get you.
Anistons, the Katherine Heigls of the world. Like, we
The
never know
Sandra
anything about the best
Bullocks.
friend. The
Wait, did
Sandra
Sandra
Bullocks.
Bullock ever have a trusty sidekick, like a bestie in any of those things? Miss Congeniality 1 and 2, did she have a bestie?
Oh,
2 weeks
yeah.
notice, did she have one?
Good question. I don't think she did in 2 weeks' notice. I'm trying to think. I don't think she did in 2 weeks' notice. But in Miss Congeniality, she had all of the girls.
What girls?
I mean, Miss Con, she was on there.
Nah, those were not her girls. She just met these girls while she was undercover. I mean, like her, like what we're saying, like her bestie, her G, her homegirl, her day
But I
one.
feel like her whole story was that she didn't have girlfriends. That was her character.
So she's just, she is the definition of main character
She's
energy then. There
yeah,
is no side
listen.
character.
There is no side character for Sandra Bullock. Interesting.
There is
Because I'm
no.
thinking even in the proposal, homegirl had
She
nobody.
had nobody.
She literally had nobody.
So
Oh, Sandy B. Okay, girl, we see you. We see you. It's all about you, babes. um,
just saying.
but again, so coming back, like if the movie was about you, would you be the side character?
Mm,
Even though the movie is about you. And I think about this, a good example of this
mm,
is The Great Gatsby. Okay?
mm, mm,
Whether it's the book that you read or the movie that you watched, um, like Leonardo DiCaprio, the book is literally called The Great Gatsby. Okay?
mm.
And he is Gatsby. The book is about him. It is titled after him, but he has made his whole life about Daisy,
So he is
his
the side character in
he's
his
the side
story.
character in his own story. In
Sure.
the book titled The Great Gatsby, he's the side character. And that's sad because he died at the end for Daisy. Did he die or did he go to jail? I can't remember.
I think
But
he died. Can't remember.
oh no, I can't remember.
Didn't
I
he?
think he went to jail. I can't remember, and it doesn't matter. The
Anyway,
point is that he lived his whole life for Daisy, who couldn't give two flying toots about him.
see, I'm struggling, right?
Mm, mm,
Because are we? Hmm. So imagine you being a mom or being a
mm.
spouse, like a partner,
Mm,
right?
mm,
And
mm,
you are making decisions. Actually, let's use the mom one because that one's
mm,
strong. You're
mm,
making decisions that will protect your child, save your child,
mm,
raise your child, love your child, all of that stuff.
mm.
You in that scenario, you being the main character, you're choosing to make your child the main character. Is that a bad thing?
I think
Like if
what you're
you
asking
choose
is,
to build your story
mm,
around someone else or something else that you're
mm,
passionate about, that you love and want to
mm,
grow and build and whatever,
mm.
whether that's a person or a business or whatever, is that necessarily a bad thing? And I'm
No, it's
genuinely
not a bad thing.
asking.
I know. It's not a bad thing. And I think what you're asking is, what are the signs that you're living a side character life versus living a main character life? Okay.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess.
and for me, like I there's nothing wrong with, if as a mom you're needing to make sacrifices, making needing to make choices for your child over you. But if that is your life and that's what you want and that is fulfilling for you, then you are the main character in your life. For me, being the side character in your life is living a life that's dependent on other people, a life that is focused around pleasing other people, around waiting
Mm,
for the validation of other people, a life that is based on other people's timelines, other people's, what society has dictated must be true for you. And
mm,
because it's not true for you, now you're stressed, now you're panicked, now you're living in anxiety, now all you're living for somebody else in a way that is disserving to yourself. For me, that's being a side character and that's
okay.
giving away your main character energy.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of got it.
Yeah. I
Keep
I
going.
I
But
he-
I
but
I
I
under
think you're asking a very good question around it, and I hadn't thought about it like that because um you hear stories of people who are in marriages, or who are parents who are a little bit resentful. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, no, it
They're
happens all
they're
the
res-
time.
they're resentful of what they've had to give up for someone, and that
Mhm.
resentment comes from, I believe, and I'm adding spice here, but for me it comes from this idea that you've made yourself the side character in your story and now you're unhappy with the story that you have.
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
um in the same breath, there are people who are very fulfilled by their marriages and very fulfilled by their status as parent, you know? And so there's a sense of happiness, there's a sense of accomplishment, there's a sense of self-actualization. I don't know if you want to
So
call
I
it that.
guess that I guess what we're really saying is that you probably are both the author and the main character in your story, and you
Yes.
get to decide how you're writing that story, which then affects how you act in that story. And if you've written yourself as a mom who's 100% committed, like this is the journey you want, this is the story you are telling, and
Mhm.
you in your day-to-day living show up and be that person that you have written down, then you still are the main character. The problem is when you are letting someone else write the story and dictate the terms of your life, and you're unhappy but you're going along with it because you want to please this person, and so you've relegated yourself to side character because you just can't let go of this thing or this person or whatever. So
100%.
you are not in control of your life. Your story is being dictated by
Written by someone
by
else.
someone. Got it.
Yeah.
I've arrived. Okay.
Yeah. That was a real great way you brought that analogy and this philosophical question back together, by the way. So
I, I'm processing because I've been sitting here going
10,000 points for Gryffindor for you. That was amazing. That was amazing. But yeah, I think you've really hit the nail on the head. Is we are both the author and the main character.
Mm,
So if you don't feel like the author in your story, you're going to feel out of control because you're
yeah.
not going to feel like you know what's going to happen next or how it's going to happen, and it's based on everybody else but you.
Else, yeah.
Excellent. I love that. I love that. I think part of also like understanding like the character, like the main character journey,
Mm,
um, is like okay, let like if you break it down and you're like typical adventure movie,
mm,
you have the like the young boy who
mhm.
is maybe a little bit unfocused. He's definitely got a little bit of potential, but he's unfocused. And then in comes a wise sage who is like, "You have potential. You
So he's
can
Peter
be
Parker.
king." Oh, yeah, the number of stories that went through my mind was like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. Like
Yeah.
all
Right,
of all
right.
of the above. And then they go through great challenges. They go through
Mm.
turmoil. They either they need to train. I'm thinking about like Karate Kid and Mr. Miyagi, and he's like, what was that whole thing? Pick it up, put it down, drop. I don't know,
Girl, I
something with
can't remember. This was so long
whatever it
ago.
was. And it's like you don't understand why you have to do the thing. You don't
Yeah.
understand why it's hard. And then you slay the dragon and you're victorious, you know, and then you get crowned king. This is Aragorn and Lord of the Rings now for me. And I'm just like, this is the hero's journey. This is the typical
The
story arc,
hero's journey.
you know? And for me,
Mm.
I'm just like, you are in your hero's journey. You are the main character in your story. So if we didn't close that last bit, it's you, babes. You are the main character in your story, and you are on your own hero's journey. And that
Mm,
hero's journey is going to have times where things are really tough and things are really hard and things are really sore, but it's part of the story. It doesn't stop you from being the main character. It doesn't push you into side character. In fact, this is the time when you are transforming. This is the time when you are growing into the king or the queen that you were always meant to be. Do you know what I
mm,
mean?
mm,
I think a key part of understanding, main character energy is also understanding what part of the story am I currently in right now? Is this a season of turmoil and challenge and change? Is this a season of triumph? Is this a season of the wake up call where I'm like, yo, I could be doing more. I could be, I see the potential that I have.
mm.
Um, your face.
I'm processing, Cass, because oftentimes it's you. You're the one who's processing, but me, I'm
No,
like,
for me, it's yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
sitting here going, because I'm actually just thinking about it and what's very real for me. And if you love movies and books as much as Cass and I do, what's real in all of these stories is that more often than not, it's rough for the hero.
It
Like it's
is rough.
wild.
100%.
It almost always feels like it has come to the end, like we have arrived at the end of the road. The bad people have won. There's no solution, there's no hope. And I realize that when we are living our hero's journey in real life, we
Mm.
often expect those bits to be as short as they are in a 90-minute movie. you know?
Mm.
You're like,
True.
it's
You're
gonna
like,
be
when is
rough,
this gonna
but it's
end?
supposed to only be rough for like a minute. It's been
Yeah.
going on for
For
17,000
so
years.
long.
And we get so,
Yeah.
and you start to feel in those moments, there is a tendency for you to start to feel less and less like the hero and start to wonder and
Mm.
question your life and think, maybe I got it
Mm.
wrong. Maybe it's not going to happen for me. Maybe I'm not the hero of this story.
Mm.
And those
Mm.
kinds of processes, I feel like, actually really do help you transform you from a main character into a side character because now you're losing faith and you're losing hope and you're
Yeah.
thinking, maybe it's not about me. Maybe this journey is not
Yeah.
for me. Maybe I'm not supposed to win. Maybe I'm not supposed to
100%.
succeed. And it's
100%.
very easy to slide away from that and lose control and lose focus if you're not like if you don't key into the reality that tough times they can go on for forever,
They
seemingly
can go
so.
on they can go on for quite a while.
Yeah.
I was talking with a new friend this week, and
Oh.
I told him I was going to say this in the podcast. And he wanted credit. So Mongezi, this is for you. This is
Wow.
credit, okay?
Okay.
But he said something which I wrote it down because I thought it was so profound. He was like, winning doesn't feel like winning until you've won.
Mm.
Right? Exactly. That was exactly my face. Your face right now was my face. And he said it so casual. And I was like, because I literally, we worked together. He walked into the office. I was like, Mongezi, how are you? He's always traveling. And so I was like, nice to see you this side of the world. And he was like, look, winning doesn't always look like winning until you've won. And I was like, yeah,
Just
not you dropping bars on a Tuesday
casually
morning.
dropping wisdom.
But
He's not
but
wrong.
winning, he's not wrong. Winning doesn't look like winning until you've won. Winning doesn't feel like winning until you've won.
It's
Right?
true.
And so you're 100% right to say that, in those tough times, it can feel like it's dragging its feet, like it's
Mm.
going on forever. You cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. But
Mm.
believe it or not, that is you winning. Every time you take another step through the challenge, every time you wake up another morning and find the strength to push through, that is
Yeah.
you growing, right? That is you building the necessary muscles to overcome. And
Yeah.
that is winning. So again, we've talked about this earlier on this year, but it was consistency, right?
Mm.
Consistency is key. It's one foot in front of the other. Do not stop. Winning doesn't feel like winning until you have won.
I think that something that can help, another thing to add there is documenting the progress or the process.
Mm,
And Dami
100%.
likes to say this. Dami's like, you can't see that
You've
you
made
can't
a
see that you've got
difference.
that you've
Yeah.
made a difference. You can't see that you've
Yeah.
gotten better if you're not documenting
Yeah.
it. He he was
100%.
like, you always feel like I haven't done enough, because until like
Mm.
this guy, what's your friend's name? Mungezi? Gosh, I
Mongezi.
don't want to butcher his name.
Mongezi.
It, until you've actually won, if you are in the Olympics and you're running a race or whatever,
Yeah.
you're not,
Yeah.
except you're, what's that Hun's name? Ma- that black girl's Makari,
Casta
Dakari?
Semenya,
No, the one with Carrie in her name, the girl with the colored hair and the
the
super long
American
nails,
one.
the American
The
one. I can't
American
remember
one.
her
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. I also can't remember her name, but she's
Except you're
amazing.
her and you're looking at your opponent as a way to make you run faster. Usually you're not looking at anyone, like you're
It's
focused,
true.
which means you
Yeah.
can't tell if you're winning or not until you cross the finish line,
For
right?
sure.
And
Yeah.
if you're not documenting the small progresses, like if you are on a healthy journey, if you're not
Mm.
documenting how much water you're drinking in a day, you don't know that you're
Mm.
drinking better
Mm.
or you're eating
Mm. Mm.
healthier. If you're trying to lose weight, the process of going to the gym and all of that, sometimes the scale isn't helping you, so it doesn't look like you are
With you.
making
With
progress.
you.
If you're
With
saving up
you.
money, it's and
Mm.
emergencies keep coming at you right,
Mm.
left, and
Mm.
center. It
Mm.
can feel
Mm.
like you're not
Mm.
actually progressing. But if you're tracking it,
Mm.
if you are
Mm.
tracking it, taking the
Mm.
photos, making the
Mm.
budget, looking at it, that's the
Mm.
only time you can tell that
You're
actually
going to
between
see the
points A and
difference.
B, I have moved 20,000 steps.
Mm.
I've come a little bit of the way. So I really
Yeah.
do like what he said.
Mm.
And you've for sure consistency, but also I think tracking your progress. If you are the
It's a
author
big
of your
one.
story, write
Mm.
things down.
Mm.
Like, write it down, remember, so that you can celebrate the small wins. Like,
Absolutely.
I got up out of bed this morning. I'm
Mm.
supposed to take 10,000 steps. I did 6,500. But yesterday I did 2,000. So hey,
That's an
that's a
improvement.
win.
It's a win. It's a win. It's a win. It's a win. And you know what? You're right. I think like you know that I'm on a health journey right now. And one of the
Guys,
things
can I
I've
just tell you that the Lord is fighting for me and I'm feeling good. Back when
okay,
I was
fine.
on my health
Tell your
journey,
story. Tell your story.
this son right here would arrive in my house on my couch. I'm getting dressed to go to the gym. She's ordering a McDonald's with my doggy, all cuddled, about to watch TV. She's like, oh, okay, bye. Me, I'm going to go slave at the gym. Well, today the Lord fought for me.
Yeah.
We were about to get on camera, and I was having me a nice bowl of noodles with some
Mm-hmm.
crayfish and some egg. Oh, it was
Mm-hmm.
delicious. And I got
Mm.
the chance to eat it in front of Cassandra, who's on a health journey. Isn't the Lord good?
Do you're feeling good? You're
Oh,
feeling yourself right now?
we're even now.
Are you
I
happy?
I thought it was never gonna happen for me, but it did happen. And I'm so glad I just had to share. Proceed with the
Well,
episode.
10 points for Gryffindor for you. Well done. And guys, actually, I don't want to lie to you. Like the health journey that I'm on right now, I'm in a very intensive program, which is very, very restrictive. So there's a lot that I cannot eat. And like looking at or eating these, like truly, they looked amazing. Noodles is one of the things I can't eat. And let me tell you, it was all I wanted. Salivating while she's eating it.
I had a good
So
time.
so there you go. There you go. But coming back to the serious chat
Sorry.
real quick. No, I'm kidding. So I'm on this health journey right now, and like I exactly what you're saying. Like I look in the mirror and I don't see a difference. Okay,
Mm.
like everything else is telling me that something is there's a change, there is improvement, but like like, I'm so focused on this one thing, like, looking in the mirror that I'm just like, I don't see anything, and it can be a little bit demoralizing. But I was on, the treadmill the other day, and I was able I because what I do is I like to trick my brain into thinking that I'm having a good time when I'm not having a good time on the treadmill. So, I've set up, like, this thing in front of my treadmill where I have, like, my iPad, and then, like, I'll watch a show, or, like, I'll watch something while
Yeah.
I'm, like, exercising. And then I got to the end of an episode, and I realized that I hadn't stopped, like, moving
You
the
see?
whole episode. And then I got, like, the episode ended, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute. It's been, like, 50 minutes, and, like, I
Mm,
didn't stop." And I was like, "How did I do that? Where did I used to not be able to do that." Do you know what I mean? And so
progress.
it's progress, and it's these, like, little things where I'm like, it's taking stock in those moments where I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
something's happening, like,
Yeah. Things are
things are moving."
changing.
I don't
Mm.
feel like I'm winning because my benchmark for winning doesn't feel like it should for me, but the
Yeah.
reality is that there's so many other
So much
signs,
happening. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to
Pedro
support that
used to
things are
make me
moving.
do I hated it so much, but he was right. He used to make me do check-ins where you had to take a
Mm,
picture. So sports bra
mm,
and leggings, and you had to take a
mm,
picture every, I think every Saturday morning. 'Cause he
mm.
was like, "The scale is gonna do what the scale is going to do,
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
down," and that can be demoralizing. And you might not feel it as quickly in your clothes, because if you already have loose fitting clothes, you might
yeah,
not see it. So it's like
yeah,
you come down to, like, bare minimum, you take a
yeah,
picture every week. After 12 weeks, look at the pictures.
yeah,
And he used to do
yeah.
it for me. He'd take, like, a picture from 12 weeks ago and the latest one I've sent, and then he'd do, like, a collage, and he'd be like,
Do you
"Check out the
see?
difference." And usually I can see it then. Prior to that moment, I'm like, "Oh, I'm
Amazing.
just going to the gym and just can't see anything. Pedro, when are my arms gonna be
Anything
this? When am I?"
I
But then he'll
know
put them side by side, and I'm like, "Wow, what a difference 12 weeks can make for
can
you."
make.
So yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
seeing it,
amazing.
being able to track it and seeing it, it does wonders for you. You should do that.
Um, I will, thank you. I have been, like, taking photos, not every week though, but yeah, anyway, but good, a good piece of feedback. I The other thing that I wanted to talk about on this main character energy is that sometimes there is this feeling that in order for my life to be grand, it has to
Mm,
look grand.
mm,
You know? And I think that sometimes a win is if you've been cooped up in your study the whole day, a win is taking a walk, like going for a walk out in the sun.
mhm,
Sometimes a win is, making time in the morning to go get coffee from your favorite coffee shop, because it's these little moments that are a joy and that make you happy and that make you feel fulfilled. I think that being the main character in your own story doesn't always have to look like, this big huge moment or this big huge gesture or this big
mm.
huge accomplishment. Being the main character is choosing to be main character in those moments, so it's about romanticizing what would otherwise be considered boring, like
I love that.
make the boring romantic, make it exciting, make it a fulfilling moment for
I really love what you just said, and I was smiling when you were saying it because
you.
I'd seen this post on Pinterest. This was gonna be a whole episode for me, actually, romanticize your
Mm.
life. Um,
Ah, yeah.
and I wanna look for I can't even find it. I made a note somewhere and I can't find it. I'd
Mm.
seen something on Pinterest, this girl who I don't know what she what she was celebrating, but it was so little. It was something like today's the I'm making this up because I can't remember and I wrote it down but I can't find it. She was celebrating something like today's the second day that I've gotten up at 7:30 a.m. when I said that I would, and she got a
Mhm.
cake. I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
cute. I
She got a
love that.
cake and put like a little candle in it, and she made a post with herself holding the cake, blowing the candles out. And it was just this moment about romanticizing your own life, like
Yeah.
celebrating all of the little things. I finally got my wings to match today. you
With
know,
you.
celebrate
Yeah.
that. I, do you know something I've learned I cannot do, Cass? I cannot curl hair.
Oh, okay. Is this
It's
and this
what
is upsetting for you?
very upsetting. I
Okay.
cannot curl my own hair. It's just like I can use those, those bendy curlers ones that you put in overnight. I could
Yes,
do
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
But like with like a what is it called now? See, I don't even know what it's called. I
Well,
can't do
there are
it.
like a million YouTube videos on this. Like
Girl,
you
I've
I
watched
believe in you.
videos, I've read
I
tutorials.
believe in
I
you.
just
I believe in
can't do
you.
it. So
You
now I'm
can get
like,
this
the
right.
day I figure it out, I'm gonna
You're gonna get a
celebrate.
cake.
Get
Get
myself
a
a
cake.
cupcake. Yeah.
Sounds like a
Celebrate,
plan. But
romanticize your own life.
I love that. I love those videos that you see on like TikTok or Instagram of girls. You know, when girls are just being happy and excited. Like she's
Yeah.
just walking down the street, she's feeling herself. So she takes a little selfie and like she takes a do you know what I mean? Like that for me is romanticizing your life. You know,
Mm.
when a girl like gets up and she puts on a dress and she's like, it's got pockets. Do you know what
Oh, pockets are
Do you
the
know what I
best.
mean? Pockets are the
Ooh,
best thing.
pockets are the
And like
best.
for me, it's like, and then she feels good and she does a little dance and she like enjoys the moment. Like that for me is romanticizing your life. That for me is like you're the main character in that moment because it's about
Mm.
you. You're happy and you're celebrating it. Do you know what
Mm.
I mean? So I love it. I
You know
love it. I love it.
something
I
I've
love it.
started doing, now that you're saying, I'm like, oh, maybe that is me romanticizing my own life. So I got
Mm-hmm.
a recline. Guys, let me tell you, I got a recliner. I told myself I was getting the recliner for the baby and for feedings. That thing's for me. That thing is me for me
Me,
and
myself,
me
and I.
alone. It's so comfortable. But the best part of it is that I put it right next to the window in my bedroom. So
Mm,
now I can
mm.
see outside. And do you know what I started doing every
Amazing.
morning? Make a
Tell
cup of
me.
coffee, go
You did
sit
tell
by
me
the
this.
window and have my
You did
coffee and
tell me
just
you're
look
doing this.
outside, listen to the birds, look at the trees
Girl,
swaying. Like
that is main character energy.
right?
That
I
is
just do that
main
for
character
like
energy.
20 minutes and then I get up and get on with my day. But like it's so
You're
calming, it's
winning.
so beautiful. It makes me feel it's giving I have arrived energy even when I've not arrived because the rest
Do
of the
you
day is
see
probably
what
going to be
I'm
chaotic.
saying?
You know? The rest of the day is
Main
chaos.
character
But in that
energy.
moment, it's giving I have arrived, my life is
I love it.
together, that I
I
have time
love
in the
it.
morning to have a cup of
I
coffee and
love
look
it.
out the
I
window.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm here for it. I love it.
Ah, thanks.
Um, we've talked about a lot of different things.
Mm,
We've unpacked a lot of different concepts. I'm going to summarize some of them,
mm.
and it really summarizing it as how to start living like the main character in your own
Main
story.
character.
Um, Step one is, and this was one we didn't talk about, but you've also got to decide. Oh, we did actually talk about this. You've got to decide what you want your story to look like.
Mm.
Okay. Before an author sits down, or maybe a screenplay writer, a writer of TV things.
Screenwriter, right?
Thank you. A writer of TV things sits down. They decide what story they're going to write. Are they writing a rom com? Are they writing a horror? Are they writing a thriller? Are they writing an adventure?
Mm,
Decide what you want your story to look like. Decide what you want your life to look like, how you want things to
mm,
go. Because that's another way to get swayed in the wind is that if you don't know what you want, you're gonna move like this as
right,
society, as
right.
people, as the world moves you around, right? So
Mm.
that's step one. Step two, romanticize the boring, romanticize the everyday, the coffee and the lounger looking
Oh,
outside the window,
guys, it's the
your
best.
dress, your dress with the pockets, the
Yeah.
small wins, being able to, I don't know, run on a treadmill for 50 minutes nonstop. Like the romanticize
Pull a
those things,
Miley
celebrate those
Cyrus, buy
things.
yourself flowers
I, I
for
can
no
buy
reason.
myself flowers.
For no
Amazing. I
reason.
love
Buy
it.
yourself flowers.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Step three for me was stop waiting for the right moment and just start. This is not a new thing Ori and I have talked about. Stop waiting for the right moment for things to happen. Start making them happen. Like
Mm,
make the things happen. And it's also step four a little bit where it's like don't wait for things to happen to you. Do you know what I mean? If you're waiting for stuff to happen to you, you could be waiting forever. Like truly,
Yeah,
you could be waiting forever. You have to make things happen. You have to make the chapter 2 of your story. You've got to write it. You've got to make it happen. Go outside. This is a big thing for me right now. Go outside.
it
Talk to
is a
people.
big thing for
Meet
you.
people, right? And then for me, I just think this is just fun for your life. But like make a soundtrack. I don't know. For me, there's something about music. Like if I make myself like a kick-ass playlist that's like all I've got one of these, by the way. It's all women artists. It's all like power tracks.
Mm,
Like I feel amazing. Do you know what I mean? I listen to
mm,
that thing and I'm like, I can do anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's so like, so create the soundtrack for your life. Have a playlist when you're feeling down, when you're starting to feel like the side character in your life, you push
mm.
play on that thing. You have a mini dance party if that's what you want to,
Love,
and you get
love
straight
it.
back into that main character position. Do the
I love
things. Do the
that.
things. Yeah.
Create your main character playlist. I love it.
Create your
I
main
should
character
do
playlist.
that.
I have one. It's great.
That's
It makes
so
me feel really good.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna make
Yep.
one.
Okay, so ask yourself, friends, are you the main character in your story? Have you made yourself the side character in your own story? I think the good news here, as Aurea has helped us understand, is that you are the author of the story, so you can change the storyline. It is within your power. You have the ability, you have the capabilities, and you've got one life. You've got one life to live. So live it big, live it loud, live it proud. It's going to be amazing. You are amazing, and we love you a lot. So come say hi on socials. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok as well. I want to know what your favorite song is. What's the song that gets you like pumped? Like, super, super good. For me, mine is right now, it's Boss Bitch by Doja Cat. I don't know if
Oh,
you've heard it. It's
don't listen
amazing.
to Doja.
Some of her tracks really bang. Like they're
I
great.
just I just don't listen to Doja. Her
Anyway, but
energy and
that's
my energy just don't they clash. I don't know. I can't
mm,
explain it.
maybe it's like her as a person. Yes.
I don't
This is
know her
why I
as a
don't.
person though.
No, I'm saying like this is why I don't like to find out more information about celebrities.
Right,
Like
right, right.
I don't
Makes
want to know
sense.
more about you because the more I learn about you, the less I like. And now I can't watch you in the movie. Now I can't listen to your song because I have fundamental issues with the things that you do and say. So I don't want to know. I live ignorance is bliss. Like don't tell me nothing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
maybe that's
Yeah.
why.
Anyway, so come say hi. Tell us your power song. I want to know. And of course, you can watch this and other episodes on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music. No, Apple Podcast. Okay, that's where you're gonna find us. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe anywhere and everywhere you find your podcasts. Also, you can watch and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, love you. Bye.